beautiful day. A little chilly. Got some of that done. And I had made some commentary on that old splitter. Had it for quite some time. Still works pretty good. I had to change a hydraulic hose on it. It's about all. And other than that, change oil and just run it. It's got copious amounts of time on it. It's been staying outside, but that's not going to stay that way. I'm going to bring it inside, I think, next. But I guess one of the points I've always tried to make in this whole chainsaw thing is there's so much hype on ported saws and speed, and mine's bigger than yours, mine's faster than yours. I got some, somebody's porting done to my saw. And yeah, there's a place for that. They just had an event somewhere out in Ohio where everybody goes out and beats their chest and says, I got a faster saw than you. And I raced motorcycles for decades, so I understand it. It's a lot of fun. And I don't have any problem with it at all. I appreciate it. And but over time, that itch to be competitive is, I don't know, somewhat overtaken by the need to get things done, number one, but also have the fellowship with folks as well, like with Bob and other friends of mine. And actually, the saw racing community is fellowship often, which is one of the big benefits of that. Guys can go and show off their wares, and I think that's all good. Talk about the things they've built. I've always said I'd much rather hear a person brag about the saw that he put together than one that he bought from somebody else. And so I think that's cool. It really is. But there's other parts of the hobby. There's other things that make people happy. It's not always about bigger, better, faster. The definition of the best saw on a given day isn't always about lightweight, speed, how much money you spent on it, stuff like that. Sometimes it's just about making something run and making it run well. A good running saw with a sharp chain, and sometimes that's all I need, especially if it's one that was brought back from the dead or one that has outlived its statistical lifespan, like this one right here. I enjoy my old Homelite 925. I've had it forever, and this is a gift from Bob many years ago, and it's been running for a long time. And the Jonsered 70E in his day was quite the quality saw. A little heavy now, doesn't rev like a new saw, but it still makes chips. And with the smaller ports and stuff like that, it just simply can't make the horsepower RPMs. But you know something? It's very satisfying to me to run something like this. Sometimes I want to run my 572 hot rod. Sometimes I want to run a saw like this. Today, I want to run this saw. Take my time, pick my way through a couple of logs, and then bring it over to the splitter. But turn the hobby, which is running some of the old saws. I've always had my heart there, especially the old Jonsereds and Homelites, into useful work. That's a double win for me. So yep, it's not gonna win any races. Yep. And there's a lot of people who say, hey, it doesn't have double spikes, all the things it doesn't have. Well, I'll tell you what it does have. It has my heart, and I like running it. How's that? And that makes it enjoyable to me above all those other things. So in that spirit, let's see if I can get it started. That saw and my Husqvarna L77, my Homelite, I believe it's an XSL 925. But I just enjoy running these old saws. That's where the hobby started for me. And yeah, when I have to go cut wood for real, I'll go run my 572 or now my 585. I love that saw. Easy power. Or my old blue G395. Totally impromptu. These are the saws that have lived in the back of my truck and done the bulk of the work now since, I don't know, wintertime. There's the 572 in the back. This guy just keeps coming back. When I need a longer bar and a lot of power, it just works. That saw is a beast, and it works very, very, very well. And of course, there's the 562 I run when I have a backache like I did the other day. But I'll tell you what, after running that saw and the 572, I gotta have a backache to want to run that one. How's that? Unless it's about having fun, and then I don't care. I just want to have it run well, idle, putt along, make some chips. That's the goal of that saw right there today. You know, these are actually pretty good sized logs, and they are hard maple. And let's see how long it takes me to get this one started, right? Now it's got that throttle high idle, just like a home light, where you push the button in right there, pull the throttle, push the button in, pull the choke out, make sure the switch is on. It's been sitting. today, right? Had fun doing it. I have one of my more aggressive chain sharpening grinds on that chain because I don't have the chain speed. Kind of pushes the limits of the torque of that machine. I might let some of that show. And I've got an 8-pin versus the 7. So along with the really aggressive grind and the 8-pin, it cuts pretty quick. Take a look at these chips. So, but it got the job done, didn't it? And you know what the job was today? It was for me to have a little bit of fun. So, talk to you later. Bye for now.